going off in the background, I want to express my gratitude to you, Mohammed. You really helped kind of organize how I've already been living for my whole life, and I'm starting to really do business, right? And I've got the Express Trust and the 508, and it's getting very clear how everything is unified, and how that nothing is isolated. It's all like you say, once you get it, you start seeing it, it becomes more and more clear. And in this case, it has to do with spiritual alignment and with my own intent. And it kind of, all this is happening. I worked really hard on the Constitution and the bylaws, and it's showing, and clearly the results are showing. And along with that, I wanted to let you know tonight here in Florida, I got my E-number. I just got it. And
good.
Yeah, I just got it. And
when you say now, just to be clear, when you say E-number, you're not speaking about the federal, you're speaking about the state.
I'm talking about the state E-number. I'm giving you a very specific number when it comes to sales tax. This is not for the property. Yes. But the fact that I got this, I know for a fact that I know how to get the other one for ad valorem. But I know people are going to listen to this. So if you're in Florida, you don't have to mail it. You can also email it to exemptions@floridarevenue.com. And they finished it for me in 2 days. I called them and they gave it to me over the phone. They're going to mail the certificate. But I wanted to let you know that there's quite a bit. For me personally, my intent, I'm on a divine path. I do my best to stay on that. And I wanted to use the E-number tonight. And I walked in Chipotle and there was a homeless person there. And I was immediately able to use the transaction for the intent of my 508. I wanted to share that with you.
Was that your first ever use of that E-number?
Yes.
How perfect.
Yes.
Good.
Yes, it was.
Good.
And I want to thank you, encourage others, and give you a real story. Because I know you've shown your own proof. I don't have anything to substantiate it, but hopefully this story is enough to show that, I'm actively succeeding with it. And the momentum is not slowing down, not even in the slightest. It feels like the gates are opening up and things are starting to flow towards me. So again, I wanted to express my gratitude and hopefully that can help, not only to I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm trying to really express to you.
No, we get it. Yes. It's important.
I really hope this can help people whenever you upload this and see, I typed it in the chat. So I'll reiterate: Dual County, DEUEL in South Dakota. Her name is Taylor and she's very, very helpful. She'll follow your Express Trust right away and she'll send it back. So, but that's what I want to share. And what's going on in the background is lots of spiritual stuff and really working hard to make that paperwork precede me. So that's
yes, that is it right there. You know how people say your paperwork must precede you?
Yes.
What you did was your spiritual work preceded the paperwork before your physical body. You sent a version of you there based on your desired outcome. It's like business. Most people think supply and demand is what it is, but you need to know what the market demands in order to know what you supply so you can make money. What you did was you looked at the outcome of it first and you walked from there and you got it. Supply is retroactive to demand and the result showed physically.
Wow.
Excellent job.
I wanted to tell you one more thing. When we are at Truist Bank opening up that bank account, generally what you see is people trying to fight against banks or whatever. And I realize as soon as when this precedes you are just in a different standing and capacity. I'm just gonna, this, and I'm experiencing for the first time, like the feeling you have, because you have literally the right. And our request for privacy, we're taking significantly more seriously because of the capacity we're coming in as a religious organization.
Yes. Yeah, I'm telling you.
They treat you completely differently. It's crazy.
Yes. It's completely different because it's directly tied to the Constitution.
Yes.
The First Amendment thing. And that's an issue where even as big and scary as banks are, they don't want to screw with that at all. Because that First Amendment is the backbone to all the other Bill of Rights.
But that's the experience. You said the best teacher is experience, and I'm experiencing directly. And it's just, I'm learning so fast. because of all the work I did to establish the foundation you've set out in your trust playlist. But anyway, I'll stop talking about that. I really want to ask you some questions, but I felt like that was also valuable to share for your viewers and for this video.
Yeah, wait, before you start asking the question, two people asked something regarding what you mentioned before we go too far. We also wanted to know, what was the email address again? Did you provide an email?
Yeah, I provided an email address for the Florida Department of Revenue whenever you want to do any type of exemption. Specifically in this case, it's the consumer sales tax certificate. You email exemptions@floridarevenue.com, and I'll type that out too, at floridarevenue.com. And the other one is the name of the dual county clerk in South Dakota. Her name is Taylor Eggert, and you can just look that up and it'll show you that information directly. Sorry, I missed that.
No, it's all right. It was in the chat, I believe. So
I see. It's in the chat. Yeah. But the question I have is regarding, I asked you, I did a consult with you.
Hey, I'm inviting you to come join the patron page. Not only do you get access to documents, posts, and videos that you will never find on any other platforms, you also get instant access to webinars that otherwise will cost far more. And we speak of things that usually we would not be able to speak of on any other platforms far more freely. On top of that, you get the opportunity to send me monthly questions along with everyone else's questions, so you can see other people going through similar circumstances. You never know, what you think might be a stupid question is quite often very valid. On top of that, you get access to monthly question and answer archives from several years back from people who have gone through it and people who are going through it. Get information regarding things you experience daily that you didn't even know you could take advantage of when it comes to business, work, or other personal things. There's a community of people where you can bounce information off of, and they can give you some tips and tricks based on what they're currently going through in their respective venues that you might maybe want to link up with. And there's a high likelihood you're not going to find them anywhere else. And you also get the access to directly send me messages. Oh, and also if you are a tier 4 member, you get access to yet another monthly meeting where we actually answer as much questions as we can, and we're between an hour and a half, in some cases up to 4 hours. In addition to that, we also show some exclusive lessons that are not going to be posted on Patreon or anywhere else but the tier 4 meeting alone. So come forth, come join the 500 plus people already on Patreon. And in some cases, we even give certain things out. And while you're at it, you might want to check out the store, subtlesubstanceservices.com. There might be a few things you want to pick up in there.